Best way to beat Monday blues: cycle your way to work, sweat it all out, release all those dopamines, keep your day going strong. I noticed a few of you does have quite a bit of questions with regards to commuting around in Singapore. But the first thing first is my backpack. Well, you know, this Osprey Metron bag has been with me for about 2 years, served me well, been through rain or shine. So I recently got a new bag, kind of stuff that I carry to and fro work, well, in terms of bike breakdowns, the typical stuff that I would need for work as well. You can do this. Obviously, what you see here is a backpack, and then some people do panniers on their bike as well, but in this case I prefer to go faster, because therefore I choose a road bike. Now the problem with road bike is that it tends to lack mounting options, can't exactly use panniers. I just realized is that today is Monday, the day directly after the weekend with a public holiday, Hari Raya. Gotten 2 questions on the route to work that, well, why do you have a backpack? Why are you working? So sometimes I ask myself that question as well. But the fact that I can cycle to work, I tend to pretend that I'm out about cycling instead. Now, instead of the usual ride from home to work, I'm doing a very unique trip. I'm riding from, in a way, work to work. But technically, I'm off-site today, not at my usual place. To top it off, I haven't been riding my bike for all week because it's always raining in the afternoons. Spoils the plan to ride home. So my bike has been collecting dust at work. Someone asking how dangerous at times it might be cycling on the road, and then people also ask if cycling in the pavement is better instead, because I ride between 25 to 30k one way. So now picture that if I were to ride that in the pavement instead of the road, it will take me a long time to get me from point A to point B. That's also neglecting the fact that, you know, at some point in Singapore, how well designed the pavement network is, there are times where in secluded areas there are the lack of pavement as well. With the experience I have gained with about 8 years of cycling, you know, I choose to ride on the roads instead, sharing it with other users such as cars, lorries, buses and whatnot. Because of a smaller signature on the roads, you have to practice defensive riding. Now in that case, it means that the method that you adopt to ride your bike while on the road, while sharing the roads with other users who tends to be larger, such as vehicles, trucks, motorbikes, while you see the double yellow lines on the left, the road guides and the white arrow in the middle of the lane. Now practice riding somewhere in the middle between the white arrow and the curb lines. Now that way you kind of discourage vehicles from overtaking you immediately on your right. It kind of forces them to take a wider stance when they are about to overtake you. Now in turn, increasing the safety of you, preventing them from swiping you off the road on your right. That's one good tip that I have in mind. And months of practice, as you ride more on the roads, you will realize you gain confidence and a little better in terms of bike handling. Now that's when you can try to ride within the guidelines on the left, closer to the yellow lines. Now anytime the vehicles decide to overtake you within the same lane, that's when you'll feel the sudden gush of wind coming from your right. Now with better bike handling, you then will be able to better handle your bike, keep your line straight, stay upright. For first timers, I really encourage and strongly recommend for you to take it easy and slow. Build your confidence over time. Do not rush into it. No matter what, safety first.